Hello guys, Annoyed here. If you wonder why I sound like a guy and you didn't see the message yet, I will post a link in the description to a text where I explain everything in detail. As for now, I'm doing a tutorial on color corrections and just some of the basic stuff of Sony Vegas. I use Sony Vegas Pro 10 and I think it's the easiest good editing program out there, and yeah, that's about it. I normally have my project settings like this. I use the HD 720 50p settings. Where is that thing? Anyway, here it is. I couldn't find it for a second, sorry. I can record with HD PVR on 720p because that gives you 50 frames per second. That's better to edit montages with because you can do like slow motion really smooth, otherwise the video will be very choppy, and you don't want that. No, you don't want that. And yeah, that's my project settings. As for the color correction in the actual video itself, I always start off with going to properties, right clicking on the clip and going to properties and disable resample. Really important. Disable resampling makes ghosting go away. You know, when the video is blurry and your gun is like moving and blurry, and without disable resample it doesn't look really smooth, and disable resample will make your video a lot smoother, so you should always check that option on every single clip as soon as you drag it into your timeline. Second thing I do is, you'll notice if you're using a capture device, you'll have those little black lines at the side. To get rid of that, you just click this like square with like edges on it button that's called event pan crop. You should see this huge F here, and well, you can like slide this to make it smaller, or like zoom in like you would say, and just cut out a part of the video that you want. If you like want this only, if you only want the radar, you can like move it onto the radar part, and but I normally don't use that a lot. I normally just use this to get rid of the borders, and you can do this like manually with dragging, or you can do this like with numbers and like going down, so the edges get cut off and you have like the whole video filling your screen, so you don't have those black lines anymore. So that's event pan crop, really important. And yeah, so well, I'm gonna learn you the basic things about color correction. If I'm using color correction, I always start off with using the video effect in the video effects tab. That's called sharpen. Literally sharpen your video. You just drag the preset reset to none on your video or your video line, your track. If you drag it on a track, it will apply to all clips. If you drag it on a single clip, it will only affect the single clip. That's like when you want to use different color corrections on different clips. If you're doing this for a commentary, I suggest you just put it on the track, because it will be for the whole clip, for the whole video. So I'm gonna put it on the track for now, and just leave it at 0 and exit. You'll see it already got sharper. Don't mind my tweet deck. And that's the first effect you want to use for your color correction. Damn, Hex, shut up. Second thing you want to do is brightness and contrast. You'll see I have a preset right here. I called it Modern Warfare 2, but I use it for every single montage now because it looks really cool. And you won't have that preset yet, so you have to make it. So you just drag reset to none on the clip, and I'm gonna put up my preset so you can see the values. and you want to change your reset to none settings to these: brightness at 0, contrast at 0.20, and contrast center at 0.50. It will make your video brighter, and yeah, the contrast will be a bit better. And I'm actually gonna remove it again and drag it on the track so it dang it, so it works for the whole video. So that's brightness and contrast. Third thing you want to use is saturation adjust. Again, pull reset to none on your clip. I'm gonna use my preset I made. I called it Model Warfare 2 again, and these are the settings for saturation adjust. I normally use amount 1, center at 0.25, spread at 0.50, low at -0.75, and high at 1. If you want, I forgot to tell this. If you want to save your preset, just go to this bar and like type tutorial. Oh damn! Wow, I'm screwing up. Tutorial settings, and just hit the save disk here, and it will be saved and will show up next time you want to use it in your saturation adjust bar, and your preset will be at the end. And yeah, you can just save unlimited amounts of presets, I guess, and just drag them in when you want it. And yeah, that are the main 3 things I use for gameplay color correction. If you want to do a montage, I suggest you also use soft contrast. Don't use this for gameplays because it's not looking really good, and it's mainly more for like an extra effect to a montage thing. So just drag in soft moderate contrast. I got my preset again, so I'm gonna pull that one up, and just wait for it. Okay, so you get in this tab soft contrast, and go to vignette here, and put the exterior effect at blur, and change all settings to this. And what it does is actually make the borders a little more blurry, so the actual focus is on the center of the screen, and it makes the person more look like to the center. I don't know, it looks nicer as well. It's just a nice effect in my opinion. And you should try it out, and you can change every setting to whatever you like. And well, if you got a nice color correction and you think I might like it, just post it as a video response or something, and share it with everyone. And so yeah, this was basically it for the color correction. If you want more tutorials or any other explanaries of Sony Vegas, like more advanced stuff, and yeah, I might just show you render settings as well really quick. Rendering is really important to have good settings, because if you don't have the good settings, your video might just be really big and may just look really choppy. So I got my preset as well. Sorry for the Dutch, because I'm from Belgium. My program is partly in Dutch. You should save it as an MP4. I think it works best for me. And I actually use the internet 1280 x 720 30 frames per second preset, and I just went to custom to change stuff. See, when you go to custom, you can change the all settings and save it again here in top with the save disk. In the preset you can always use, and this is what I normally use. You should change this to KBack instead of KVLC or whatever you want to call it, and just make sure these settings match. If this match, normally the rest should be fine. I'm gonna show it to you guys so you can see if it's the same for you. And yeah, that's about it for the render settings. Make sure you only have checked save project markers in media file, because you don't want the video to be stretched. And then you just hit the save button after give it a name, and it will render it. It will take some time to render the video completely, but this is the best HD option for YouTube. Don't try to render in 1080p or whatever, because YouTube codecs for 1080p don't work like they should be working, and it doesn't look that good actually. So you wanna go for the 720p. So this was it. That was it for this tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you want, just ask something in the comments below. Like if you liked it. If you didn't like it, well, you didn't like it. I can't help it. But if you want to see more, just let me know in the comments, or hit me up, private message me, or whatever you like. Okay, so guys, I'm out. This was AN0Y3D, and see you later.
Friendly chopper on the way!